Alright. I just have this feeling. That if Greg Cates gets elected, he won't fire the police chief. I just have this. Even though he says he'll dismantle the good old boys, which the police chief is like the top of the good old boys. It's like the chief piece to get out of there. I don't think he will. So he may have to put it in other people's hands to fire him. Which I don't know who else has the power to fire the police chief besides the mayor. I don't know. City council maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to do some investigating. But I have a goal in mind. To get him fired by February. And I may be locked up by that time, but maybe not. Maybe I won't be locked up at that time. Depends on the jury. Depends on the jury. What they say. But that's the projected goal, because the new mayor will be in place at that time. First step towards clearing out the good old boys right there. See what he does. If he fulfills his promise that he made in the paper to dismantle the good old boys, if there's some sign of him doing that, we won't get involved. But if February he's not doing any dismantling, we may have to get involved. We may have to, I don't know. We gotta do it the peaceful way, though. We gotta do it the peaceful way. That's what I learned. Doing it the non-peaceful way, like they do, doesn't work. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to become friends with somebody on the inside or something. I don't know. That has the power to fire him. I don't know. We'll see. A lot of people know me in this town, Who knows? I meet the right person. They find out what they did to me. They'll be like, that was wrong. We're firing them. Who knows? Who knows? You know what I mean? You never know. I underestimated the people before. And look what they did. Look what they did. They set Johnny free and, you know what I mean? Removed part of the good old boy system themselves. So, I don't underestimate the people. Some of them are pretty smart. They're, So we just gotta, I don't know, just rolling things around in my mind, you know what I mean? Because I promised, I did promise, and God knows this, I'd get justice for Victor. I promised God. I did, and God said God told me he'll get the vengeance, but I've seen part of the vengeance. I haven't seen the full vengeance. I haven't seen the full justice for Victor, what they did to him. So, God knows it. So, but I'm sitting back, see what happens for now. God says he'll get vengeance, but God usually gets vengeance about 6 months later than I want him to. No joke. 6 months later with the justice is when God gets justice, like 6 months later than when we want it. Like the whole community wanted those cops dead like the day after they shot Victor. That's how fast we wanted justice from God. Like, God, that was messed up, take care of him, but he didn't. So put me on this path, But anyway, God has his reasons, I guess. But yeah, God was very clear when I was in maximum security that he'll take care of the vengeance. All vengeance. I've seen him do part of it. In my opinion. Part of it. Roger Schei's the next part to get rid of for God. But we don't know how to do it. Well, at least I don't. How do you fire someone that the people can't fire? How do you do that? Find the people that can fire them. which I think the mayor has that power. I think so. So maybe city council has that power themselves as well to fire the police chief. Like those two have the power to fire the police chief, and no one else does. I think. Unfortunately, we can't vote them out. That's all I'll say for this video.